everybody came unmuted. Hot damn. God, I love automating all my stuff. Hello, Ogres, and welcome to Stand for the Fire Demon. Another fantastic installment into Brandon's world.
My mind.
His mind.
This is what it's like in my mind all the time, basically.
Basically.
And you guys are taking like a little trip. It's like I'm giving you guys a tour of my brain, and it's nice. That's why I like DMing.
Are we taking a little trip up to heaven tonight?
Basically,
going on a trip in our favorite piece of shit.
I like how there's a million different songs that we can use for that.
Zoom through the sky, we're gonna fucking die.
All right, Brandon, do you have any intros, or do I need to just launch right into the thing?
Well, I want to say to anybody who may watch in the future, thanks for watching so far. If you have watched more than one episode, that's awesome. We are trying a new virtual tabletop tonight. Forge or Foundry, one of the two. They're kind of hand in hand. So we're kind of going to have some growing pains. So if you have been watching, this is going to be a loose episode. So thanks for watching. And Remington, you can read your thing now.
Okay. The capital of Racine, the jewel of Ptyrl. Sitting on the eastern edge of Fengray along the Jade Sea. Built after the fall of the three kings in Nalore in the year 2116, Racine has grown exponentially over the course of the last 1,500 years. From the well-known market district to the beautiful gardens and exhilarating view of the sea, Racine will supply you with fun, adventure for years to come. I missed the "and", but...
For years, it's a misprint in the pamphlet.
It was a dry read.
Thomas stumbles slightly as he walks down the stairs behind Xoasin into the basement diner of Greasy Annie's, reading the tourism pamphlet a passerby shoved into his hands. The diner is built on what remains of an old mine shaft and is themed appropriately. The floor is packed dirt, and old wooden supports seem to be more decoration than function. A few torches burn along the walls, illuminating a handful of humans enjoying their early morning specials. In the center of the room is a deep mine shaft going 30 feet straight down into blackness. A wooden gate is built around the hole in a clear attempt to keep people out of it, and a sign hangs on the gate that reads, "Don't look down." Behind the bar is a lizard-folk woman leaning and chatting with a thin human sitting on a stool. She glances up at you as you descend the final step and gives a big toothy smile. What voice did Greasy Annie have? We never decided. Welcome to Greasy Annie's.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Send it.
Welcome to Greasy Annie's. Guards, soldiers eat half off. And she kind of eyes you up and down as she sees your very clear military garb.
I'm just gonna give her a nod.
She nods at you as well, and then kind of like motions to the place around her, and then smiles and says, "If you need anything, let me know. I can help you out." And then she kind of leans back and talks to the man behind the bar, on the other side of the bar, who looks at you guys and immediately like averts his eyes and looks back down into his drink.
I'm gonna go sit right beside him. We're gonna look at him. What does he look like?
Wisdom check. Okay,
I rolled a perception check to see if I knew who this guy was. I got a 25.
Which guy?
The guy who, like, averted his gaze.
No.
I don't?
No.
I don't recognize
Did you think it was someone?
Well, I assumed he was just being suspicious because military, so I was wondering if I may have seen his face on, like, a wanted poster or something.
Oh, no, you don't recognize him. Even with your impressive wisdom check, you don't recognize him. He is like a very thin man. He has his hair tied back in a ponytail, and it's kind of like greasy black hair. He's dressed in commoner clothes, although he does have like one of those leather armor straps that covers one shoulder and then straps down across his chest. And he's just nursing a drink. And Xoasin, he doesn't give you the stink eye, but he looks over at you and then averts his gaze very quickly. And then Annie walks over to you and says, "What can I get for you?"
A small glass of milk in a pretty glass.
I shout out, "But sir, you've all the cream you need," and then I walk away.
The crowd in the eastern part, or the three people sitting in the eastern part, all immediately start applauding and laughing.
Yes.
She tells you that she has red wine. That is what they have to drink here. They don't have milk.
Okay.
Just red wine?
Yep.
Just that.
Just red wine.
That's it.
Ptyrl orders all of it.
Tyrell has, like I said before we started recording, Tyrell has decided to stay outside and listen to Dutch Blood Feast and his awesome orchestra play more music. So Tyrell is not down here at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, while you're rolling out, I forgot. I found my frickin' dice, guys.
Where were they?
What?
They were hiding in the Cheerio cabinet.
You have a Cheerio cabinet?
Yep.
He's got a lot of Cheerios.
Yep. Specifically for Cheerios. So no, back when Danny was playing with us, he could not remember what a curio cabinet was called, and he just blurted out Cheerio cabinet, so now it's just kind of a running gag.
Oh yeah.
So what were you rolling something, Ethan?
No, I'm just getting out my dice.
Okay.
So
Annie motions for the two of you to come over as well. Like in a welcoming, like, hey, come over, order some food.
yeah,
sort of way.
I'll come over and I'll sit.
I just ate, but I'll have a glass of wine.
Time of day, it is. You guys had taken your long rest, woken up, had headed into the Lizard District, and were just about to leave the Lizard District when your tummies started a rumbling. You guys fought two aboleths last session and easily defeated them. That came out of the sewers after some bullywugs were around a suspicious cart of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is where you are now. You guys are still hungry. You have not eaten yet.
Okay. Didn't we come to Annie's for a reason? Didn't Annie's have really good something or other? Or no, that was the bread.
That was the bakery.
That was the baker.
Xoasin went there and drew rapiers on a recently married, or on a newlywed or potential newlywed.
Yeah.
So you guys might not want to come back there.
Right.
I bought her the cake afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you paid for the cake.
Copacetic. Everything's even.
That
now.
honestly made everything better.
I'm gonna look to Greasy Annie. So what's the word around town, Annie?
What do you mean? What are you looking for? She leans in close.
buying?
What are you selling?
Any news about the king?
What about the king? Nothing really. Nothing new.
No activities in the king's court or any decrees?
Well, I do have something, speaking of decrees. And then she immediately blurs out and unfocuses for some reason.
Oh no, what sort of wizardry is this?
I'll focus back in or not, I don't know. It'll fix itself. She leans in real close and she says, are you looking to make a little bit of gold?
Do I hear any of this?
You haven't moved from the stairs yet.
Okay.
Sure.
But do I hear any of it?
She's like whispering now into
Okay.
it. So
Could I
you
roll
can
something?
move up. You can move up and try to roll a perception if you want to.
Okay. I'm gonna walk that way. Got a 9. Motherfucker.
Yeah, you're a vampire dwarf for anybody watching. He's a vampire dwarf in full plate armor made from the scales of like a giant sandworm kind of burrowing creature. So you clink and clank and you can't hear anything. You can't hear anything over the loud sound of your
Self.
loudness. Yeah, the loud sound of yourself walking.
Okay.
And with your
I'm
vampiric
going
senses,
to.
it's even louder.
Okay. I'm going to continue walking over until I'm like here next to Xoasin. And I kind of want to butt in on the conversation.
All right, well, before Buckenwald makes his way up, Annie tells you that there is a place nearby called Club Toad. It's a club mostly for lizard folk. The proprietor of Club Toad is going to be searched by the military because they say that he is growing a drug of some kind. She asks if you can go and stop the military, seeing that you're military, from searching for this drug. She will reward you.
I'm gonna ask her, why do you have a stake in this, Annie?
He's one of us. He's a lizard folk. I like going to Club Toad sometimes. We gotta stick together in this place. You see it? Some of it's a shithole.
As she's talking, I'm going to...
This is when you make it up, as she says some of this is a shithole. This is when you butt into the conversation.
Okay. I'm gonna Striking Viper hand signal to Xoasin, like, what's going on?
I'm gonna go back potential job, and then the name, the Toad Club.
Okay.
As soon as she sees you guys doing hand signals, she pointedly turns away. Like, she's not trying to spy in on whatever's going on.
Okay.
Because Greasy Annie didn't stay alive by spying on other people's business. God damn it, she's got her right.
Okay.
So yeah, basically there's just different stuff you guys can do with this map. There's people you can talk to if you want to kind of dick off, or I've got more stuff if nothing in here jumps out at you guys after a few minutes. So it's up to you.
I'm gonna, in Striking Viper's hand signals, ask Xoasin how much gold.
Unspecified.
Okay. And the job is what?
I'm gonna lean over and whisper to him and tell him the job.
Okay.
Another lizard folk emerges from the kitchen and pours some wine for you, Tægen. Because you're an elf. You're noticeably an elf, so he just assumes that you want wine.
I mean, that's all they have anyways, so...
Yeah.
He trades him a bowl of pasta in return.
Yes.
And then he pours a bowl for you, Bucky, and he pours, or not a bowl, he pours a cup for you, and he pours a cup for you as well, Xoasin.
In fact, I do
all of
ask
you
for
guys-
an empty bowl.
Okay. All of you guys roll perceptions.
Okay.
Ooh, 19 plus 6.
Oh, 25.
Oh, bam! I did awesome.
Did you guys both get a 25?
I got a 19 plus 6. Yep.
Got a
Yeah.
19. Wait, what?
Plus 6.
Damn, you guys are perceptive as fuck.
We got all the perception. I got a 16 plus.
We some perceptive ass motherfuckers.
I got an 18.
I got a rock.
I
All right,
got a
so this lizard folk comes out, and this is a male lizard folk. You can tell. I was thinking about this as I was working on this map, how you can tell the difference between a female lizard folk and a male lizard folk.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to say that, no, I'm just going to say that you guys have been in this world long enough that you can tell whatever difference there is between the male and the female. Maybe they have a different stink, maybe their colors are different, I don't know, but so whatever it is, because I don't like the idea of my lizard folks having just a big bouncing bosom, you know? Just swimming around, flopping. I'm not down with that. So this lizard folk you notice is a male, and he's wearing an apron of some kind. Looks like a cook or a baker, or maybe wait staff.
I've never seen a real salamander with tits before, so...
And
aren't you disappointed?
Tremendously.
with your perception checks, you notice that this lizard is both gulping for breath, like he can't breathe, or he's catching his breath and then gulping again, and his hands are shaking pretty badly as he is pouring the wine. So he pours the wine and then he turns around and he's kind of like breathing, and then it'll be like like that.
Almost like he's a lizard folk though?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'll ask him for a bowl.
Okay. He turns and kind of looks at you, and he's gasping. And then Annie goes. She says something in Draconic to him, and then he nods and goes back in.
I say in Draconic, thank you.
He turns around, and you notice that his eyes like kind of look more dead for lizard folk than a lizard folke's eyes typically would.
Okay.
They're a lot darker than normal. And he turns to you and he nods and he says, "Welcome," in Draconic.
I give him a nod.
And he comes back with your bowl.
I hold out my hand and go and rain a bunch of pasta into it.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I am the pasta mancer after all.
This guy who's sitting at the table over here by himself, he has been kind of eyeing you with interest. Not like he has something to say. He's just kind of watching this whole merry band of guards and
Which
adventurers
guy?
come in.
This guy?
Right here, yeah.
Okay. I look at him. Do you want some pasta?
You know what? I would love some pasta.
Great. I'm gonna walk over to the table. Oh, he's coming over here. Okay, he can come over here.
Yeah, he invites himself over. This guy's
clearly
friendly as fuck.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, everybody, I'm here for pasta."
He looks like Prince Valiant.
Is the one at the end of the bar here?
Yeah, he looks. Imagine Prince Valiant in a tunic, and that's what this guy looks like.
I'm gonna come around this way, all the way around the table. And
Okay.
be like, I want to see this. I don't really get to see this very often.
I'm going to.
I rain some more
As
pasta on
he's
him.
doing that,
Yep.
I'm going to try and pick this guy's pocket.
Okay.
As they're doing that whole nonsense, I'm going to tap Greasy Annie on the shoulder
Okay.
and then wipe the greasiness on my trousers.
Oh, she greasy.
She greasy. She greasy, boys.
In this case, this is not an ironic nickname. This is more a factual title.
You want sleight of hand or deception? Or...
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Okay,
The
11 plus
slightest of
4,
hands.
15.
Against his perception. So let's see.
How
He might be
enthralled with this
intently
pasta
watching,
is he?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Yeah, you could always do it with advantage.
Yeah, you can sleight of hand again. Also, we'll give you advantage on it.
Because he's enthralled.
Yep, with me.
Okay, that's a little better. 13 plus 4, 17.
Is that the sound it makes, Tægen?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is that pasta noise.mp3?
It is now.
All right. So you successfully pick his pocket. Is there anything? What are you looking for specifically? Are you looking for like a gold pouch, or are you looking for like?
I'm looking for like any notes, missives, unique items. I don't need gold.
Okay.
Slips of
Bronze.
paper or something secreted away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking to see if what I could possibly give him that would make sense.
You can also give him
If
nothing.
there's nothing.
I forgot you were a rogue.
Take some gold. If nothing, if there is nothing there.
But the only thing that you do find is a. Hold on, let me pull it up here. This would make sense.
Does it make dollars as well?
Shut up.
Bucky, you're fired from the band. Again.
Damn it, not again! What? Who am I the dude from Megadeth now? The guy who got fired from Metallica to start Megadeth?
No.
Mustang.
Oh!
Natural one.
Oh, boy.
Failure.
All right. So yes, you find a small pouch with. You can feel a small pouch with some gold in it, or some kind of coinage in it, and you also find in his other pocket like a very small box, like maybe a jewelry box.
That's what I want.
Okay. You pocket the jewelry box. He does not notice as he's enthralled by the pasta. Greasy Annie moves herself over, and she's enthralled by that. Like, everybody is pretty fucking enthralled by this pasta, Tægen.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to roll a performance, you can really blow their minds.
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
A whole ass lasagna comes out of his neck.
Holy shit!
Why his neck? I don't know. I felt like it would be ridiculous.
I have nothing to my performance. Do I still get advantage because I'm the pasta mancer?
No.
Oh.
It's all on you. It confers you the title. How you carry that title is up to the person.
Oh. I carry it with extreme reverence.
You do carry it with extreme reverence.
You may add 0.0.2.
I got a 2.
Okay, I
Roll
mean,
dice.
you're still shooting,
I'm still
Again, from
magically
your
creating,
fingers.
fucking pasta.
so it's still fucking amazing, but like you try to banter a little bit, but you're not good at banter because Tægen is so matter of fact.
Yeah.
He
Just like,
needs
so
to
where
work on
you-
his crowd work.
Where are you from?
So, anybody like... I just start naming different noodles. Do you want,
Guys,
do you
linguine.
want penne?
Angel hair.
Linguine?
I prefer rigatoni.
Rigatone?
Cavatappi.
Cavi-
The only person who
Cavi
is
Tabby.
not, the only person who's not enthralled at all is the man sitting behind the bar right here.
Okay. So I
He-
assume Greasy Annie ignored me completely.
Oh, what did you do? I'm sorry. I got distracted by the
I
pasta
tapped her on the shoulder to get her attention.
Oh, okay, yeah. She turns.
Okay.
She keeps looking back at the pasta being made, but
Okay.
she is paying attention to you 50%.
How much gold for this job?
She leans in and she says, I know you soldiers make a lot of money. I can do 750 gold. Pretty much all we have. I can put up the shop and I can get that money for you.
We wouldn't ask you to put up your business.
Would you do it for the honor of the Lizard District and the Lizard people? Holy shit, a meatball just came out. How did it do that?
I'm really good at pasta-ing. Pasta craft.
Let me confer with my associate, and we'll let you know.
All right, I'll go get you some grease. She walks back into the kitchen.
Hey. Okay, as she does that, I'm gonna scoots my way around the bar. Just be like, hello.
All right, let me see what Xoasin wants to do, because I see him creeping around the hole there.
Yeah, while I'm here, I'm going to, within my cloak, I'm going to, like, kind of hold my cloak up and look at this box and see if I can open it, peek inside, close it, before I pocket it.
Okay. There is a small note inside. It's folded in half. It's a ring box. There's no ring inside the box. It's an empty ring box with a little note tucked into it as well.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it out and pocket the box and kind of open it up.
The note says, to my dearest Amaya.
There was nothing in the ring box.
There's nothing in the ring box, but it was clearly a ring box. It's got the little like indent where you put a ring in it. The box looks new, if that changes anything. The box looks very fresh and new.
Okay, I'm going to pull the box back out and slip the note back into it, fold it up, and close it. And then while he's at the bar there looking at the pasta, I'm going to bend down right here,
Okay.
and then go, excuse me, sir, I believe you dropped this. And hold up the ring box.
All right, so Bucky, you have slid up to this man to talk to him and very casually say, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
And as you go to say something to him, Xoasin says, excuse me, sir, you dropped this ring box to the man sitting at the end of the bar right here.
Mm-hmm.
And the man that you are sitting beside currently, the ponytailed man, looks up immediately and like his face goes fucking beet red and his mouth like drops. And then he looks at you and then he like kind of pulls up his mouth a little bit and tries to like go back to what he's doing. This man with the ring box rushes back over to you, Xoasin, and thanks you profusely.
I'm going to hand it to him. No problem, enjoy your pasta.
Holy shit, another meatball came out.
They just keep coming.
And they don't stop coming. And they don't stop coming.
All right. Did you want to say anything to this guy, Bucky? Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
What's your story, friend?
Me? I just work in the mines down here.
What do you mine?
Ores, you know, coal, iron, steel, ores.
Can I tell if he's like just trying to blow me off or if he's like trying to just not be noticed?
You can roll perception.
How perceptive am I right now? Let's fucking go. I got a 16.
These guys just have zeros and everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, this guy's lying. Steel isn't an ore.
Yeah, I know that.
It's the only thing I know about ores.
That's fair. Steel is an alloy of iron and carbon.
Exactly.
And various other metals, depending on the
I
properties.
played Satisfactory. You use iron
Anyway.
and you use coal. And
Yeah.
You put it into a foundry. And
Yeah,
make
kinda.
steel.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
I played
Huh.
Satisfactory. I know that for a fact. That's why it's called
Sir-
Satisfactory.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, this guy's lying.
Sir, I'll have you know I'm one of the top blacksmiths in the Ptyrl military, and I know what steel is, and it's not an ore.
Okay, so are you gonna arrest me for that? Are you gonna arrest me for telling a fib? Or are you gonna
No,
let me...
I'm not going to
my
arrest you or anything.
terrible
Why would?
point?
I'm just
No.
trying to make conversation in a
From
pub.
behind him, I go, but we could, out of nowhere.
Well, you want to arrest me?
Xoasin,
He whips around to you and he says, arrest me then.
Xoasin, stop.
Why do you want to be arrested so
I
bad?
don't want to be arrested. I'm
Yeah,
just saying
what-
if you're not going to arrest
You-
me, get out of here.
You're acting
Whoa.
kind of sus, my friend.
Yeah, maybe we should detain him for a moment here. What do you think, Tægen?
He's muted. We didn't hear the.
Oh, weird. I wasn't on the stream. There you
Oh.
go. Just for
Perfect.
you.
Friend, if you don't have anything to hide, let us buy you a drink.
Sure. And then you'll leave?
I'm going to. I want to get a read on this guy, see if there's anything that I can use to my advantage in trying to distract him.
Okay.
I'm gonna like
What do you
make
mean?
no, like. Is there anything on his person that shows like an interest of something that I could use?
I guess roll another perception. I probably should have had you roll, I think it's an insight to see if someone's lying. Or is an
That's
insight
not-
pretty
yeah.
much? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So I should have had you roll an insight before, but you are
Okay.
now rolling a
Well,
perception.
my insight's +6 too. So.
Oh,
So
okay.
perception is your senses.
Mhm.
Insight is your brain.
Okay. So
Okay.
what do I roll now?
Perception.
Perception. 21.
This guy is not wearing anything that shows that, like, he's a miner or a fisherman or anything. He's not wearing. He's wearing very nondescript clothes. He looks like maybe he might be a delivery guy or something.
Okay.
He's in his early 20s. He's wearing very light clothing. He could probably run pretty fast. So maybe he likes running. He's also wearing armor, like a shoulder piece that I described earlier, strapped across, but just the one shoulder.
I'm gonna kind of look closer at that shoulder piece.
Okay.
That's quite a nice piece of armor, my friend. Where did you happen to get that?
From
I'm
the
gonna
armor
wave
shop?
down. I'm gonna wave down Greasy Annie to like get this guy a drink.
All right. She's arguing. You hear her arguing in Draconic
Mm-hmm.
with the people in the back. Tægen, you can understand Draconic, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you hear them loudly arguing from the back in Draconic, and she is calling them lazy. She's telling them to stop eating all the grease. The grease is for the customers, stuff like that. It's a very grease-based argument, and you don't hear them really replying back. It's like she's just sort of yelling at them.
You hear something about Zeus, you think? Get it?
No, I just like Zeus.
Grease-based.
No. So, Greasy Annie, is your goal to ply this man with alcohol?
Not necessarily ply him with alcohol. I'm trying to like distract him so then like I can give Xoasin a signal to see if like if he can do like another thing with the things. Like see if there's anything on him that gives cause for concern.
You're trying to
distract him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess roll a performance. Try
Performance?
To distract him. Yeah, perform on him.
Well, could I do like a persuasion?
I guess.
Okay. Am I gonna? Oh, natural 20, motherfucker!
Hey!
Right. Yeah, you distract him as you signal to Xoasin. What do you signal to him?
Just check this guy out.
I'm going to, I'm not going to pick his pocket per se, but I'm going to use my sleight of hand to kind of see what he has on him.
See if there's anything sus.
17?
You can have advantage on that because Bucky got a nat 20 to distract him.
I don't know if I need it. 17 plus 4. 21 on the first one. And a 7 on the last one.
Okay.
4. So 17.
So 21.
He has on
yeah.
his left side of him, Bucky, you couldn't see it from where he was sitting. He has a scabbard with no sword in it. No, with no, not
like
a sword, like a dagger.
Sword.
We'll say it's like a dagger scabbard, and it's hanging from his belt. Besides that, he doesn't really have any pouches or anything on him. If he has money,
I can tell if it's up his sleeve or something. Like,
yeah, I mean he's wearing loose clothing, so if you want to like try to, I'd say with a sleight of hand, you can kind of bump into him a little bit.
I don't want to bump into
or
him.
like kind of rub him.
Yeah, like
give him
like
a back
go to
massage.
like set your arm on the bar or something.
I don't want to do that. I'm alright. I don't want to take it that far because I kind of got the feeling he noticed me earlier. So I don't want to really. That's enough just to know that he has a dagger without a scabbard. I'm actually going to make a comment on it after Bucky is done performing on him.
All right, so Bucky, you're doing whatever you're doing to keep him distracted. Maybe you're telling him the story, talking about armor. His eyes, he has no fucking clue. He doesn't know anything about armor. But he does tell you very excitedly that he is going to buy the next piece of the armor soon, the other shoulder to cross, and then his shoulders will be super protected when he goes to fencing class.
Fencing class.
Hey, quick question.
Does he drop the name of the blacksmith? Or the armor crafter? I don't know if it would necessarily be a blacksmith. Is it a good quality? Is it like a high quality?
You don't know how.
I have leatherworker's tool. I have leatherworker's tools. I feel like my character would have done a bit of everything. Yeah, leatherworker's tools are one of my things, so I classify that under like smithcraft.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You'd say it's like masterwork. You'd give it a +1 if you were to give it a D&D roll.
Okay. And all this stuff, I'm going to ask who the craftsman was who made it, just so I can find out where the person's located.
It is a place called the Fire Squire.
The Fire Squire.
Thank you, Fantasy Name Generator, for coming through with literally anything you need.
Let me ask you something, friend. And as I say this, I'm going to pull out one of my just regular dagger, and I'm going to flip it up and stick it in the table. Notice you don't have a dagger in your scabbard there. Do you need this one?
I'm good. I lost my dagger.
How?
Fell down a well. His eyes shifty around a little bit. He's not a good liar. I mean, at this point, you can tell he's lying about whatever.
Right. Do you need this one? I mean,
He's not a good liar. I mean, at this point, you can tell he's lying about whatever.
What's
going on?
What?
No.
He's not a good liar. I mean, at this point,
You definitely don't need this one. I mean, you can have it.
When
sure, I'll take your dagger. He takes it and he kind of slides it in front of him.
as he does
What's your
that,
name, friend?
What's it to you?
I was just gonna possibly invite you along with us.
Nah, I think I'm good. He kind of turns back to his wine, and then you see him make eye contact with this guy over here, and like he's gonna leave. To the guy.
Brandon.
Yes.
One, did he tell me the name of the smith or just the shop?
The shop is called the Fire Squire. He didn't know the name of
Okay.
the smith.
And then I see that little shifty reaction. I want to.
Kind of blocking him in here.
Yeah, we're blocking him in.
Yeah, he would have to move, or
Yeah.
one of you guys would have to move for him to leave.
I'm gonna roll an intimidation. Got a 16 to intimidate, so I'm gonna be like, "You're a terrible liar, by the way," and like flash my fangs slightly.
Okay. Yeah, he's scared. I mean, you're a fucking dwarf, a sickly kind of looking dwarf. No, I guess you just fed last night, so you are plump and healthy as a cherub. But you flash your fangs, and he's immediately terrified. Like, this guy does not seem like a fighter.
I'm going to also Striking Viper's hand signal to Tægen to watch Ringbox guy.
This man was looking at you as you hand signaled to Tægen, and he turns to you, Xoasin, and he says, "Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm sorry for anything. I just want to go."
I'm gonna say Shirok and blur out in front of him. You don't want any trouble, huh?
No, I just want to leave now.
Oh,
You seem like you're hiding something.
might be a suspect in a crime if you quote unquote lost your dagger, and if you haven't noticed, we are sort of military, but not regular military.
My dagger fell down a well. It's unless a fish has put the
you got
dagger in its mouth and is stabbing
one more
people.
chance. Tell us the truth.
Tægen, what are
gonna-
you doing? Is this kind of begins to go upwards?
I'm gonna look at the guy, and I'm just gonna be like,
This guy here, the guy they've boxed in.
yeah, this guy here.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna stand up, take a bite of pasta,
hmm
look at him, do a very quiet intimidate check, and go, "It's your funeral, kid."
Dogs are off the leash.
You guys are drunk with power.
He's acting sus.
He's totally
I like
acting
this.
sus. He's super
Don't
acting
enjoy
sus.
this.
I saw him vent.
I got an 18. And then I turn to walk away.
All right. At this point,
I call back, though. Guys, don't take too long. We have shit to do.
Yeah, I know.
at this point, this guy starts to like comically whistle and begins to make his way out of the plane.
I'm going to follow him.
Meanwhile, back at the last band.
Thomas comes with you as well.
Okay.
All right, so he puts down the man that you're talking to. What? Okay, yeah, I lost sight.
Yeah.
The man that you're talking to takes a scabbard off of his belt and he sets it down on the counter, and Annie pointedly turns away again. And he says, I was selling something in here. to that guy that just left. I found a ring. Found it on the floor last night.
Okay.
The ring has a family crest on it. So I can't fence it. I don't know a fence. I'm just a messenger guy. Do I have a family?
You know the family crest.
Yeah, I knew it as soon as it fell off.
Oh, it fell off of someone.
Yeah, it fell off a finger right into my pocket.
Okay. I understand that. So, whose family?
Family's called the Delels.
Okay. And the Delels are who in town?
Upscale noble family. They live in the third ward.
Bucky, what do you want to do with this guy?
Where did you steal the ring? I asked
said
him
it
up front.
Fell off a finger into his pocket, so it's all right.
Yeah, no, he was like brushing his hand past me and the finger fell off into my open pocket. And what am I supposed to do, you know? So
I'm gonna grab his pocket and see if I can find a finger.
Yeah, he lets you if you rough him up. I mean, this guy's entirely submissive at this point. You guys scared the shit out of him.
What, did Vampire Dwarf do it for him?
Yeah, and then being surrounded by a man with 4 arms.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
So Vampire Dwarf and Robot Elf.
Sorry, Robot Elf.
Bloods of Ishtar Elf.
You've got this for a second. I think Cyrus just stole something from me. I'll be right back.
Okay. At this point, you guys hear...
Speaking of fingers being falling off of people's hands into people's pockets.
You guys hear a noise come from the kitchen, like a loud, like pots falling, something crashing.
Oh no.
Not like something breaking through the wall, but just, you know, pots crashing. Annie turns and runs into the kitchen as well.
Oh damn.
There's no screaming or anything. It's not like something crazy happened, but... Okay. The guy says, do you want the ring? Is that what this is? Because I'll give you the ring.
We just don't really appreciate theft.
Well, if you're gonna arrest me for an accident, then put on my record, I guess.
See, I feel like it wasn't an accident.
I like how just so committed this guy is to just out and out lying. Just not even giving up. He's just
Yeah. This guy has had run-ins with the law before.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what to say.
Okay, I'm gonna...
He doesn't roll his window down all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't give his ID.
Okay, kid. I'm gonna help you out here and let two options here can happen. Either one, we arrest you for theft and send you to the local dungeons. Or you give us the ring, we'll return it to the people. You go down to the nearest paramilitary conscription center and join the military. And I'm going to roll a perception, or what would that be? Persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to persuade the fuck out of this kid.
All right, I'm going to go pee while you roll that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
A 26. I am persuasive as fuck. I mean,
joining the military.
It helps having my...
Or he's at least going to tell you he's going to join the military.
Yeah. It helps that my charisma is a 14.
Right.
It's wild.
It goes strength. My strength is 21, and then I have a +5 modifier to strength. And then on my constitution and charisma, they're both a 14 with a +2 modifier. So like my persuasion and intimidation are +7.
Yep.
I'm a charismatic and intimidating dwarf. What can I say?
It's true.
Hey, man.
The vampire,
probably the best looking dwarf I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, easily.
I get all the dwarven women's.
It's a very full beard you have, sir.
Ma'am, that's a lovely pair of breasts below your beard. That's the line that gets him every time. Only because Buckenwald Anvil-arm, the best smith, badass soldier, and dwarf, handsome-ass dwarf, said it. And now he's a vampire, so all the weird Twilight dwarf women are going to be all over him now. Brandon, I got a 26.
All right, so you say this to him, and he immediately goes, I would never join. Well, I know they have a good pension, and I'd be covered as far as. And then you hear him, the gears turn in his head as you have successfully convinced him to immediately leave here and go down to the closest paramilitary recruiting station.
Yep.
And he slides over the scabbard to the dagger scabbard. And then he goes, am I free to go?
Yes, and before he does... Where's my inventory? So... What... How big is this guy? Like, is he a bigger guy, or is he sort of a lankier guy?
He's a lankier guy.
Okay.
He's a runner. He's got that runner's bod.
Okay. Does he look like he could handle a sword?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
He looks like he could certainly hold and swing one.
Okay.
Which is really,
All
to
you
be
need.
fair, most of what the paramilitary asks for.
So, before he goes, I'm going to first hand him a signed Buckenwald Anvil-arm trading card, because I assume I bought everything at that shop just so I could do this.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... this will help you out getting started. And I'm going to hand over my Orkenbane sword. The old plus... I don't even think it was a +1 or anything.
Yeah, I think it was a +1, because that's what Tægen still uses.
It's a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, so...
Yeah.
Okay. And I have my, +3 longsword, and I have a bunch of other shit. So, let's be here. And I'm gonna shove it into his hand. And I will delete the item from my inventory.
Alright. Yeah, he's stoked. Hell yeah. You gave him a sword. He's gonna join the military. He's got a future ahead of him. And a suite.
His future's so bright, he's got to wear shades.
Mm-hmm. And then he goes to leave unless there's any other interaction you want with him, Xoasin.
We gotta get out of here too, Bucky. Tægen left. We gotta go.
Well, good luck in life, sir. Maybe we'll see you again sometime. If you're ever at Fort Drux, look us up.
He gives you a salute, and you guys fuck off out of Greasy Annie's for good. I'm
gonna leave a note that says, I'm gonna take 7 gold, put it in a pouch for Greasy Annie, kind of hide it under a napkin or something, and just write a note that says, sorry for all the trouble, XOXO, and then leave.
The food was 10 gold, you son of a bitch.
She said paramilitary eats half off, motherfucker.
Alright, yeah, that's true.
He's run rings around you logically.
So technically I paid her more than I should have.
Yeah, that's true. Well, with the tip.
Yeah.
It's a 3 gold tip. That's what, a 75%.
I mean, this is kind of.
I also leave a
it's not
sign.
necessary to
I
tip.
also leave one of the trading cards that's signed by me, but it's the one that has Dimitri in it.
Okay, that was sweet of you.
Hell yeah, he's so cool.
The last thing I hear as I leave is, "Oh, he's so cool."
Let me try and see if something works real quick, because this will be good if it does. While I talk about what we're doing.
Where are you?
And
I'm so sorry.
You got that ring, Bucky?
Huh?
You got
Oh,
that
yeah.
ring?
I did get the ring from him, right?
You guys have this discussion as you're like maybe 10 feet away from Greasy Annie's, and then Bucky, you realize that you did not grab the ring.
Let's go stop him quick. I assume he hasn't
he's
left yet.
scabbard, and he set the scabbard down on the counter.
Okay.
When he set it down, you saw that the scabbard has a little latch. It's like a fake scabbard that holds.
So we
holds
can
stuff
walk
inside.
back there and grab it real quick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab the scabbard and look, then click the button.
All right, it opens. Basically, imagine a jewelry box,
Mm-hmm.
and it opens up, and there's a ring inside. A very nice ring. It is a family crest style ring. We'll say that it has a green gem inside, and it is a crossed scythe like this, and then a sugarcane stalk like this. That
I
makes.
thought you were gonna say a hammer.
No. Holy shit! This guy's Vladimir Putin. This is fucking crazy.
Holy shit! Das Vidanya. That means 2 Vidanyas.
All right, let me see if this works.
I'm sorry.
Can you guys see this now?
What? No, because I'm watching the stream.
Almost.
You do not own any token with vision in this scene.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just black?
Yeah.
I think
How
I
do we get
can
a token?
fix that real fast.
We have to go to Dave and Buster's and give them $1.
All right, see if this works.
Oh, yeah.
I can see
things. I can see clearly now.
All right, so you guys are here. Well,
Okay.
no, here actually. You just left Greasy Annie's. As you leave, Ptyrl is there, and somehow he's drunk. More drunk than he typically is, but he's still functioning because he's Ptyrl. And
Is he
he's just
mosh
been,
pitting?
yeah, he's been rocking out to Dutch Blood Feast band.
I'm gonna join him in rocking out and just start moshing with him.
Hell yeah, they start playing, and it's fucking crazy.
Guys, we gotta go. Tægen's ahead of us. What the fuck?
You guys also have the Veneer Manger. That is where you went to and threatened a married woman, Xoasin.
Awesome.
Club Toad is down
Oh.
here. If you guys decide to go there, there's also Ember Avenue, which is a bunch of flaming buildings.
Where's the blacksmith shop you told me about?
This is just part of the Lizard District. This is like the
Okay.
local area you guys are in. You can head in a generally blacksmithy direction if you want to.
Generally blacksmithy direction.
Did you do this one in
We need to find Tægen.
Camping
That's what I want.
Cartographer 2?
Yeah, it's when I got the Humble Bundle, it also had City
Yeah,
Constructor,
Yeah.
City Cartographer, or whatever.
yeah,
I'm not super happy with it, but I was learning. This is the first map I made, so
yeah,
I figured I'd throw it in there just as like this is what it looks like.
yeah, for sure. So
Okay.
I followed that guy out. So if we want to like circle back in time a little bit and just
Yes.
Okay.
Your mother, you see her. She's young now, and she's trying to hit on you.
I don't know about this, Doc.
No, Marty. No, I'm not gonna do that.
You gotta go back to the future, Marty.
You gotta go bang your mom, Marty.
Shut up.
Cha-cha, Marty.
Great Scott!
Okay, so you were following the man who
fuck
had
was
the
even that?
scabbard.
Who like whistled and made his way out.
Yeah. The dude who had the box with the ring in it that Xoasin pickpocketed.
Oh, okay. Roll a stealth if you're trying to be stealthy, or you can just, if you want to follow him, you can just follow him.
Okay.
If you want him to know you're following him.
I can't bring up my sheet now because I'm not actually on there.
yeah.
My yahi, my yahoo.
I have to have my character selected before I can do my sheet.
I'm not
Aw,
doing the
sheet.
sheet.
Aw, sheet. Here we go again.
What am I doing? Stealth. Yeah, piss on it. We'll do a
My
stealth.
yahi.
I got a 22.
Yeah,
What
I'd
about
say that's
you?
good enough to stealth for your average commoner dude.
Mm-hmm. Unless he
makes
rolls a
his
natural
way-
20.
Sure, I'll give him that. How do I do
Give
just
him
a
the
roll?
yo.
That's something I haven't been able to figure out in here, is how I just roll like a 20-sided die.
If you click in the chat.
Ah.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, so he makes his way down to here, back the way you guys came.
Mm-hmm.
He then kind of looks around, sees nobody is following him, and continues to go back where you guys were last session where the aboleths attacked.
Okay.
There are now guards surrounding this and trying to, like, see what happened.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just keep following him, keeping an eye on him. Because he is now looking shifty, right?
He's not, like, trying to sneak past the guards. He's just trying to fly casual, you know?
Right, yeah. But do I get a feeling of, like, from him?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
He's doing something shady.
Okay, so I'll follow him then.
Alright, he begins to walk casually past these guards while they're still trying to figure out. You see a dwarven woman in a beautiful dress, and she's standing beside a cake that's half smashed against a wall. And she's sobbing, and the guards are talking to her. And you hear her as you kind of sneak by and sort of pass by them. You hear her say, "And he had 2 rapiers, and he held them right to my neck." And then you continue on, and he makes his way to, if you remember, the cart that all of the bullywugs came out of.
Yeah.
He makes his way to the cart.
Okay.
And then goes behind the cart.
Okay. Once I start getting closer, I'm going to go ahead and activate a pass without trace.
Okay.
Just to kind of add to my stealthiness.
All right. So
or
you
whatever
are
the
sneaky
hell
as
it
fuck.
is. Yeah.
All right. So he goes behind the cart.
Okay.
The cart's in a pretty tight alleyway. So you would have to actually move down, like, to the side of the cart here to actually see what's going on, or you could try to sneak down the cart path here.
Yeah, it's going to take a while to get used to the way they have this new sheet.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I preferred the old sheet through the last virtual tabletop we did.
Yeah.
I just really like how much more stuff you can do with this. It gives me a lot more options as the DM.
Fleetfoot, pass without trace. That's from my. What's the one where I just turn invisible for 6 seconds?
Nature's Veil, baby.
Nature's Veil. I don't even see it on my sheet. Is it under effects?
Traits.
That's my spells.
Features and trait.
Nature's Veil right here. So you double click your character token,
Uh-huh.
go to features,
Okay.
then Nature's Veil is under active abilities. And if you highlight it, it moves a dice and you can use it.
Active ability. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use one and activate that for 6 seconds just to get around into the place where he is.
Okay. He is in the back of the cart where there would be the little step to get into the cart. This is like a covered wagon style cart.
Right.
There wasn't an icon for it, but
Right.
so he is getting kind of underneath the step, and he's like reaching under it, like there's something hidden underneath the step.
Okay. So I'll kind of be like behind these boxes, like right here.
Okay.
Hold on. What do I
You hold left click to point.
hold left click to point? Okay, yeah. So I'm like here-ish. I've activated it to where he straight up can't see me, but I'm also still stealthing.
Okay.
If you want me to roll another one, I can, or we can just keep going, and I just want to see what he's doing.
We'll just keep going.
Okay.
So,
What is that? What?
did you hear it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So he reaches underneath this step and he pulls out a large sack big enough to hold maybe a bag of potatoes or something. and it's stuffed full of something. And he looks around and he doesn't see anybody, and then he kind of just hoists it onto his shoulder like Santa Claus and begins to leave the alleyway.
Okay, let that play for a second because it doesn't look like it's coming through on stream.
It doesn't really matter if it does.
I know, but
I
mean,
think it's
since this is our first time through, if I can just boop it in real quick, then I'd like to.
Okay.
That way I don't have to remember to do it later.
I can mess with all kinds of sound effects. Like, had you guys at Greasy Annie's walked into the bathroom, it would have triggered metal music for anybody who was just within that room. Like a metal... And then I even recorded a sound effect myself that I did in one of the rooms you guys didn't make it to.
Oh.
It's part of the fun of DMing.
Turn it down a little bit. Okay, so that's definitely going.
I can turn it down globally too.
No, that's fine. It's A-okay for me. I was just doing it for the stream. Okay. I just want to listen to it real quick. Check one. Okay. Just want to listen to it real quick. Yeah, we'll dump it down to like -7. I forgot my volume was all the way up, so I had to mute myself, so I wasn't getting like reverb for my mic picking up the stream. Okay, cool. Yep, I got it.
All right, so unless you want to intervene, he is making his way out of the alleyway with this bag. It looks like it's not like a burlap sack. This looks like a pretty nice leather bag.
Okay.
It's not moving or anything.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just kind of stealth awkwardly close behind him.
Okay.
And then as my 6 seconds ends and I appear, I go, what do you got there?
He drops the bag and you hear like a metallic clang. And he turns like and his eyes are wide and he goes, holy
Hey, what's up?
shit. What are you doing?
Well, you kind of left in a hurry and there's just something that seemed off, so I figured I'd follow you, and I saw that you grabbed this bag from this cart that was full of bullywugs before, where we were kind of ambushed and killed a bunch of bullywugs and aboleths. Do you happen to know anything about that? And I straight up, like, I ask, do you happen to know anything about that? And then do an intimidate.
Okay.
Information! Can I have advantage for catching him off guard?
Sure. I mean,
Sweet.
You've got a 21. So.
I do, but let's try for that natural 20. No, we'll take the 21.
Nope.
Okay.
He goes, no, I swear I had nothing to do with that. I knew about it. I didn't know they were going to use bullywugs. I didn't have any idea. I thought it was just some sort of heist or something they were doing.
Who is they?
So, how much do you know about, and he points back towards Greasy Annie's, and he goes, the thing I was going to do. You don't know anything, actually, because you weren't in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I followed the whistling guy out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The whistling guy. Okay,
was that
so
the one that I
just
gave pasta to?
Yeah, the guy, the Prince Valiant guy, who's real smiley. He's the one that was being shady out here.
Okay, yeah.
So just to save time at this point, he explains to you that he was going to buy. He knew that the guy in Greasy Annie's stole this ring.
Mm-hmm.
The man had nowhere to sell it to because it was a family crest.
Mm-hmm.
So the man that you're talking to, whose name was, I think, Daryl.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was Daryl.
Okay. Daryl tells you that he was going to get the ring, and then he has a jeweler friend who he could probably convince to mangle it enough that he could then propose to his girlfriend. The man who came in, he tells you about the man who came in as well. And he says, some dark elf came in and sat over by the shitter, dressed in rags, but the cleanest rags I ever saw. He was meeting with some human, seemed like a mercenary. Dutch came in after playing and said that he had a couple tough-looking boys hanging outside like they's guarding the place. I didn't expect this guy's voice to be different, so as he tells you this, he slips into they was guarding the place. Dark Elf stays a while and then hands the mercenary a little pouch. Looked too small to hold much gold, whatever he was needing. Then he walked off and the human had a few drinks.
Did you happen to catch the human's name?
No. He hung out there by himself. He looked like some sort of mercenary, though.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday.
Interesting. Do you happen to know how many fellas he had with him? Because he just came in and met the dark elf, right?
He had 4 guys with him total, hanging out. From what I remember, from what I've heard asking around, there was a dwarf, looked like some sort of wizard or something.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to say anymore. I got it. Yeah, they're all dead now.
Are they still... Did you take their armor? And their stuff?
I think we did.
No, you guys left their corpses laying dead in the middle of Junk City.
I thought Ethan went through and collected stuff off of them.
You guys didn't take their armor. They were wearing pure military armor, but Ethan took, he looted the stuff that's important.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't even think maybe we should reclaim the armor. Oopsie! And
it's like you guys left.
I guess we're going to get stabbed again. Yeah, just 2 aboleths fucking dead and hanging out in the street. All right, so yeah, I say you don't have to say anymore. They're dead, and no, we didn't get their armor. They were indeed mercenaries, and they were sent to intercept us. Have you ever heard of the Striking Vipers?
He looks down at one of the trading cards that Buckenwald gave him.
Apart from that, I say.
Okay, so this is going to be for you guys. How well known do you want to be? I mean, you guys have done all kinds of heroic things at this point, so you would be well known. Do you want people to know the name Striking Vipers, or do you guys do it more? You guys don't really do it in the name of the pure military, because you guys pretty much say we're the Striking Vipers wherever you go.
I mean, yeah, we do.
You're more of an adventuring troop with
I would, yeah, but I
military.
mean, yes, that's true.
Yeah, it's like you still know SEAL Team 6, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's like a subset of that branch of the military. You know what SEAL Team 6 is.
Yeah.
The Striking Vipers is just like the SEAL Team 6 of like...
So, like, there's probably stories that have traveled.
Okay, yeah, he knows Striking Vipers then, for sure.
Maybe they don't know the faces, but they know the name.
Yeah.
You guys did that stuff in Ellisbury, right? Kept it from jetting right into the sky.
Yes. So they foolishly tried to intercept people who literally kept a city from flying into the sky. That's me.
Well, look, I'll tell you everything I know. You guys are awesome from everything I've heard. So you got to be careful, and I didn't want to tell anybody this because I knew, but that ring that was back there that he has, that's the advisor to the king's advisor. That's his ring.
The advisor to the king's advisor.
The king's vizier has her own advisor. Yes, Ibicutio.
Or Ibicutio. I just remember Cutio. So it just goes to Mercutio.
Cheerios.
Cheerio cabinets.
Ibicutio is the vizier to the king, and then this ring belonged to the guy who
serves Ibicutio, like her personal assistant, pretty much.
The assistant to the regional manager.
Right.
Basically, yeah. Assistant regional manager.
All right, cool.
No. His name is Ferrith.
Ferrith. I need to figure out how to do notes over here too. I know you can.
You have met Ferrith before, Tægen. I'm not going to have you roll for this.
Okay. I was going to say the name sounded vaguely familiar, but I can't remember where we.
It doesn't because I just
does it
did
not?
a fantasy name generator a little bit ago because I couldn't remember the guy's fucking original name and I didn't know where I wrote it.
Okay.
So whenever you guys long ago first met Ibicutio, you were walking into the tent and there was a dark elf who stopped Buckenwald and said, "Stand up straight." Buckenwald got pissed and said, "What? Because I'm a dwarf?" And like went to confront him until Tægen shot him down, like calmed Buckenwald down pretty much.
Right.
So this guy you met very shortly in passing.
I do
but you
remember
do know
that
of
too.
him.
Yeah.
He was a dark elf in like a green chainmail, and he had 2 sickles on his side, hanging on his side.
Earth,
like
dark
weapons.
elf, green, chainmail, 2 sickles. A what to Ibicutio? He's a what? Advisor?
Advisor, yeah.
Advisor to Vizier Ibicutio. Okay, cool. So interesting. So the ring that he has, was that Ferrith who talked to the mercenary?
Yeah. I don't feel safe telling you exactly because you're military, but I've heard about your exploits, so I hope I can trust you with this.
Listen, my friend, you might be saving our lives.
So can I have this sack
Let me see what's in it.
for old times?
Let me see what's in it.
He hefts it down and you hear like metal clank.
Mm-hmm.
And you open it up and it's like very, very nice cutlery and cups, and it's all like military grade, probably from the castle or from like a noble's house.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Last thing is, where'd you get it? I'm not going to arrest you. I'm not going to take it, but I do want to know where you got it. Could be information I could use later. Not too
Easy. I got it from the cart.
The cart here just now?
Yeah, the cart's full of all kinds of shit. From what I heard, that's part of the payment. Ferrith just brought this cart and hid it back here by the steamed buns because nobody likes the steamed buns. They're disgusting. So nobody ever comes back here anyway. He was going to pay them. They were going to do whatever they were going to do, I guess, and then they were going to pick this up. They never did. So I was waiting to see if they picked it up, and then the bullywugs came out of the sewers and jumped into it, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to do that. And then suddenly there's the ring, and I'm all, back in it because Amaya, she's beautiful, so I want to,
I tell you what, man, you go fence off what you need to fence off. I pull out 10 gold. Here's 10 gold for a dowry.
Hey, thanks, Tægen.
Yeah, not a problem.
Tægen Morlé. And he does like a pose like he's shooting a bow.
Get out of here, champ.
I feel like champ isn't a word Tægen says very often.
It's not. That's 100% out of character for Tægen. He says, all right, that's enough of that. Get out.
Yeah, he happily skips away carrying his clanking bag. The guards in this alleyway are very consumed with the aboleth bodies.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead because I've got full on sneaking suspicions, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue to stealth by them, if I may.
Okay, roll another stealth. Xoasin and Buckenwald, you guys have rounded the corner as you see Tægen round the corner very sneakily.
Or moderately sneakily. It's all right. A 12.
You see Tægen bumblefuck his way around the corner.
It's a 12.
Before he goes around the corner, I'm gonna go. Psst, Tægen.
All right.
You're surprised that they saw you. You thought you were pretty sneaky.
What?
Just go the other way. We go the other way around.
Okay. So we go the other way around.
All right. So what do you guys want to do? Is there any information you want to share or convene? Because I know we've got maybe like 15 minutes left before we end tonight.
Walk up and say, Bucky here, while we're walking the other way around, I'm going to say, Buckenwald here intimidated that guy.
Yeah.
Made him go sign up for the military, and we got a ring off of him that has some family crest, Dardanelles or something.
It was. Hold on, you don't tell me. I've got it wrote down. The Delels.
Delels.
Yes, I've heard of them before. Yes.
Bucky has ideas of returning it, I guess.
So
either way, what did your guy say?
Now, Delels, is that the
That's Ferris.
Yeah, that's Ferrith's surname, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that is Ferrith Delel. You might recall that he is the advisor to Ibecutio.
Okay.
So, our little friend who went whistling out of here, who was going to purchase said ring, spilled all of the beans to me, which was very nice of him. In fact, the wagon where we interrupted the bullywugs, that was full of treasure for the mercenaries who Ferrith?
Yep.
Ferrith was paying off.
What?
To attack
the mercenaries
us.
We fought?
Yes.
So when we go meet them, either Ibecutio has been ordered by Enterog to do that, or he has taken it upon himself to try and kidnap the prince.
If you recall, we had a very unsettling feeling about Ibecutio.
Yes.
There were a couple of slight tells that it's been too long for me to remember, but I remember it sitting poorly in the pit of my stomach.
As a reminder, you guys met Ibecutio, who is a gynosphinx.
Yes.
Ibecutio is a she. You met her in a tent where she gave you the instructions to
go to the
monastery.
Yeah.
She gave you guys a
scroll case
with a riddle on it, with the instructions to open it once you got to the monastery and retrieve the package. She did not tell you that it was the Prince Thomas you were getting.
Yes.
Once you got there, you opened, with Star Comet's help, the scroll case where a dragon came out.
Yeah.
And wrecked everything, as far as you know, before you guys teleported away.
So Ibecutio is either working under orders from Enterog or is a rogue agent trying to supplant
Well, here's
Enterog.
The interesting part. If you recall, the dragon, which comes from the queen from Orkenray?
Yeah, the dragon was the Queen of Orkenray's personal dragon.
Yeah, the dragon who came out of the scroll case, who was summoned, was the Queen of Orkenray's dragon.
So he's a traitor. I believe he's a traitor. That's what it
is. Thomas with us?
Yeah, he's with you.
Okay. Thomas, do you recall the dragon? I know you were being whisked around quite quickly,
cave.
So okay.
I was in the cave. I never came out of it.
But you knew that we were indeed, fighting and trying to protect you and get you out of the way from some pretty heavy stuff, right?
Yeah, Star Comet had warned me that something was going to come and that some strangers, some helpers were going to come and take me away from the trouble.
Star Comet was a good man.
Is a good man.
Oh, we saved him, didn't we? Well, we don't really.
Yeah, but he's still there. He's still at the monastery. You guys don't know what happened at the monastery. Yeah. They could have rallied and punched that dragon to death.
It's true.
Like the monks they are.
Star Comet's a good man. Because they were part of the timey-wiminess, right?
Yeah, they worship Istis.
Yeah, the goddess of
time and fate.
Yeah, and
so where do we go from here?
So he had the gift of foresight, as it were.
Do we go directly to Enterog and present the ring and the proof? Or
well, I mean that was next on our list, was to go deliver Thomas to
and to inform him of the challenger.
Yes.
But do we immediately bring up Ferris, or do we go take care of Ferris and Ibecutio? Immediately.
I think that I think if we were to take care of them ourselves...
Should we cat burgle their place? That sounds fun.
That's definitely a possibility.
Get more information. There's probably missives there or orders or...
I concur.
One ring isn't much proof. That just means that his ring was stolen.
100%. I think we should keep that in our back pocket, but I do think we need to get Thomas to the king. At this point, we have been attacked. We have found out that there's a plot on our life. There's aboleths in the city, which was very weird.
Okay.
So I think we should at least get Thomas to the keep safely, and then
How far is the keep from here?
we can deal with that.
You guys are, like I said, it's a big city. On foot, it'd take you maybe like 30 minutes to get there.
I'm going to look around for a military, like, possibly maybe a little military area where they'd have stables. Maybe we could procure some mounts real quick for military use and get there a little bit quicker.
Funny you should say that. This building right
Wow.
here is a stable.
Oh, nice.
You could just commandeer them, even if they're not
Yeah.
military.
I'm gonna walk up to anyone working out there or anything.
Yeah, there's a lizard out there.
Hello,
He's
sir.
got a big old smile and huge sunglasses on. He says hello.
Me and my compatriots here are the striking vipers of the Pyrrha military. We're trying to escort someone to the palace, and we've been attacked along the road. We were wondering if we could commandeer a couple of your mounts so that we could get to the king as quickly as possible.
Roll a persuasion if you want to persuade him.
Okay.
Or an intimidation, I guess, if you want to make him poop a little.
I just, I mean, also, I said striking vipers, so
Give me your fucking horse.
I'll just I'll just persuade.
Implication. Yeah, persuade him.
Mother truckers. I got a 12.
He goes, I'll sell you the horses real cheap. We
How
support
cheap?
military around here. We love military.
What if we return the horses? Or have them returned to you?
Return the horses and leave me something.
What if we
Doesn't matter what. I trust you. I'd be a bad businessman.
How about 10 gold?
10 gold, that's how much one horse costs.
Okay, well, we'll give you...
I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding, pull out 10 gold, and then I'd say a middling sapphire, and hand it to him and be like, that should cover it. Because I know we are absolutely full of gems.
Yeah, so the way I've decided to do it in Remington, do you keep track of every gem? You don't, do you? Not anymore? Because the way I'm going to say it is you guys have got enough gems in your gold worth over the course of your entire adventure that you could just say, I want to give him a 25 gold gem.
No, I don't, sorry. I was listening to the stream.
You son of a bitch. Alright, so subtract 35 gold from the gold. As you give him a 25 gold sapphire and 10 gold and cold hard cash.
Yep.
And you guys get 3 horses. These are sturdy horses made to travel through the swamps.
Okay.
He tells you each of their names as well.
What's my horsey's name?
Your horsey's name is Rosie.
Rosie the horsey.
Xoasin, your horse's name is, I don't know.
It's, Richard.
Richard. All right, you got Richard, the
Dick the horse.
the alpha horse. And Tægen, you got ice cream.
Pasta and ice cream. The perfect combo.
You guys get on your horses.
Yeah, let's make haste to the castle. Ptyrl can fly Overwatch.
That was some headbanging stuff right there.
All right, so you guys hop on your horses with all haste to get to the castle itself.
We leave
Possible.
Thomas in the dust.
Yeah, Thomas is like, wait, guys.
He's
No.
riding with one of us.
All right, who's got Thomas?
Tægen.
Yeah, Tægen.
Yeah, Tægen.
He
right.
he wrapped a long linguini around him and like tied the linguini off on him just to make sure he doesn't fall.
It's like Red Dead Redemption, but with Okay, so you guys make it through. Now the only question is this. Once you guys get to the castle proper, there will be guards outside because you can't just waltz into the castle. So how do you want to confront the guards as you ride up with speed? There are 2 guards standing in front of the large gates into the castle. I didn't design the castle, I only designed the throne room, so we're in there, but
Don't we have some sort of token from IBQCO?
not that I remember.
Fuck. Do we have anything with proof that we were on a mission for the king?
What do you got?
I don't know, like a letter or something?
No.
We have
Fuck.
our striking vipers symbols and our Ptyrl military symbols.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are dressed in military.
So
Yeah, we're full. We're pretty much
escorting a
full
VIP.
regalia. Yeah.
Yeah.
as we're riding up to the guards, I am going to just keep galloping my horse like right into them. I'm not going to hit them,
okay.
but I want to gallop my horse up close to them and then prominently display the symbol of the Ptyrl military and then like a striking vipers thing, just to be like, we're here, and say we're here to see the king.
All right, so Buckenwald breaks away from you guys a little bit whenever you're within like 50 feet and rides up and does exactly what he described he does.
Okay.
The 2 guards are human guards. You notice that most of the guards here are human. They turn and look at you and they say, "On whose business? Who are you? I see you're with the military, but who are you?"
I'm Buckenwald Anvil-arm of the Striking Vipers. We're here on business for the king.
The Striking Vipers, you guys are legends.
We try.
I don't know if we can't just let you into the castle though. We gotta talk and we gotta talk to generals and can't just let people into the castle.
I'm going to...
I chime in. Well, of course, son. That's what your job is. Go ahead and go let somebody important know that we're here.
I'm
There, he
Brandon.
hustles.
I want to make
Yeah.
a small detail. So, what was the mummy guy from from the other continent?
The mummy?
Yeah.
Burned man.
Oh, the burn man.
Thesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and he had like didn't he give me like a pendant with the original Striking Vipers
Oh yeah, he did.
symbol on it? I'm gonna have had that worn and like
Okay.
tucked into my cloak and everything.
Okay.
As I'm galloping up, I want that to have like popped out of wherever it was hiding and kind of hang there, but I don't notice it.
Okay. I will tell you that this Ephesus is potentially hundreds of years old. You don't know what race he is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
there's a good chance that the guards aren't going to recognize this.
No, I know. I know the
Just
guards
in
won't.
general. Okay, just making sure.
I know the guards won't. I want to make sure that it is kind of displayed, but I don't notice it.
Gotcha.
Like just from the rigor of galloping, it dislodged from wherever it was, and it's now
I'm
there.
gonna address the other guard that's still there and say, we have a VIP with us that we've been attacked on the road. Can we at least step inside the gatehouse?
Yeah, I think that's okay. So imagine this castle as your very stereotypical European brickwork castle. You are in front of a drawbridge. It almost stands out of place with the rest of Racine. It looks more modern than the other stuff. Like when you went through Junk City especially, it was like old Elven City mostly. And then the Lizard District was more modern, but leaking from the big aqueduct that runs over the city. So it was kind of swampy in a way, very humid. But yeah, this is kind of stands out of place, and it looks like it's updated pretty often. So you guys step into the guardhouse. There's a big gate, and after, I don't know what would be realistic, 15 minutes, a higher up comes back. And this is a Dragonborn. You don't recognize this Dragonborn, but he comes up to you and he looks at you and he says, "I've heard you're the Striking Vipers. You have a VIP of some sort?"
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and step forward.
Okay.
Can I tell his rank? He outranked me.
He's a lieutenant.
Okay.
So take that for what it is. You guys don't really have ranks. You guys are kind of your own thing.
Well, I mean,
Like in general,
we
or
would,
captains outrank you.
yeah, captain's outrank us, so lieutenant. Yeah.
I think I can never fucking remember.
Hold
the
on, let me-
military.
Okay.
I think
Let's see.
lieutenant's
here.
below a captain.
Okay, this would be below a captain.
I mean, it kind of depends on which military you're looking at, too.
What about Captain Kirk?
So yeah, lieutenant is below. Yeah, below captain, and then above captain is lieutenant colonel, and then colonel, major general, lieutenant general or higher.
Historically, a lieutenant is a deputy to a captain.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a lieutenant. He says his name is Lieutenant Holt.
So he and I would
And-
probably be the same rank then. So
Okay.
yeah, because I report to Captain Yersin, and he's my direct superior.
True.
So, okay, I give him the salute. And, oh yeah, like that.
He gives
The
it back to
dog.
you. You created it. How do you
I-
keep forgetting it?
Because I don't know what I do, Brandon. I know nothing.
Are you Jon Snow?
Yes, I know nothing. So I give him the salute, and I say, yes, we were sent to the monastery by Becutio to retrieve something for the king.
You
I'm going to
As you were
phrase
just-
this very carefully.
right. As you are discussing this and phrasing this, maybe a minute and a half goes by, and then 4 figures wearing hoods, but not like menacing looking hoods. It looks like kind of a travel cloak of some kind, prominent pure military colors, rush up to you, and you recognize them as like higher ups in the military. You just don't recognize their name.
Hmm.
And they push the lieutenant you're talking to out of the way, and they say, "Striking Vipers, come with us now."
All right. We
Yes, sir.
salute and follow suit.
All right, so
on the horseback.
you guys are led into the castle courtyard, where this is again a very stereotypical courtyard. It's beautiful. You notice, for being a demon king from the abyss, he has a love of flowers, or at least whoever decorated this has a love of flowers and vines and stuff. Racine overall is a very floral and green city. There's a stable. Your horses are stabled. Thomas, at this point, as your horses are being stabled, one of the men goes to Thomas and says, "It's time for us to take him." And Thomas looks at you guys.
Well, we're going with him to the king. That's what we were instructed to do.
You will meet the king. You're going to the king, but we're instructed to take this boy.
Well, our orders were to take this boy with us to the king. We can't separate him. We'd be violating our orders.
I'm gonna step in front of Thomas.
Okay. Roll a persuasion.
I'm
So-
still blurred out. I've still got my cloak active.
Your cloak only lasts 10 minutes.
Buckenwald, give him the help
Okay.
action.
Huh? Give him the help?
Yep, give him the help action.
I've got
I'm giving him the help action. How do I give him the help action?
You just say that you do.
14
Okay.
plus
I did.
persuasion -1, so 13 is for the first roll and 12 for the second roll. But I'm going to use lucky because I haven't used it. I have it 3 times.
Yeah, lucky's crazy. You get it 3 times a day.
Yeah, for sure.
I could potentially get 3 more rolls if I need it. That wasn't it. That's a 4. Lucky again. Come on.
I got a rock.
Man. Hold on.
I got the rock.
Let me roll this one right here.
Family. It's all about family. I'm the
That's
Rock.
Vin Diesel.
I'm Vin Diesel, the Rock Johnson.
Oh, that's better. 19 -1, 18.
18.
I'll let that ride.
Roll for him. You are trying to do a persuasion?
Yeah.
He is very
Hey man, he's
Stupid?
whatever he is.
Is he
I'm
stupid?
gonna roll. No, he's not stupid.
Come on.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion or intimidation back,
Ooh.
Okay.
and he fails. So okay, he looks to you, and these people, these 5 hooded figures, they've never taken their hoods down. Again, they all look human. Varying facial features. They don't look related or anything. Just imagine 5 nondescript military human dudes.
But they do look like they outrank us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you've seen their ranking. I don't know what rank they would be. They may be special forces or something, but they do outrank you.
Okay.
As you guys have entered into the castle, people are moving out of their way. They're pointing and telling people to move, and people are listening to them.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, because I haven't decided yet, no, they don't have prominent military rankings, so you don't know what rank they are, but people seem to be listening to them as if they are in power of some kind.
Okay.
Now, as before this proceeds further, and you've said the outcomes of the rules, but I'm going to add on to this to them. I'm going to say, look, I'm going to level with you. Our orders would be broken if we were to let you take him, but also we have been attacked on the road, and we have reason to believe that something within the king's court has run afoul. And if we let our charge go, his life could be in danger. Nothing against you personally. We're just trying to complete our orders to the utmost.
The one you're talking to kind of looks like he's going to try to bluster for a second, and then that bluster just fails, and he says, you know what, I understand. We've heard about you guys. I know what you guys have done. I trust you with whatever this is. I don't think you would lie to me, because that would put all of us in trouble, including you. Did you want to take any sort of break, or did you want to meet the king immediately? The king has asked to see you at your earliest convenience.
Look to Tægen.
Yes, we'll go straight to the king.
All right,
I mean,
so
you're
he leads you
welcome
in.
to join us if they want to join us. I mean,
All
they'll be
5 of
leading
them
us.
lead you into the castle. You can see as they're traveling, they all wear very nice armor, although it's all light armor. They seem to be like kind of more fighters on their feet. They have swords and shit. You make it out to the doors, entering the throne room. You travel through this castle, and it's a beautiful castle. And then the guards at the door motion to your weapons, and they say you can't take weapons inside the throne room.
Of course.
that's fine. I'm going to take off my cloak and I'm going to take off my pure military cloak and leave on my displacement cloak and kind of put it around Thomas and take off my rapiers and set them down, and then I'm going to take out my book and jot something down and show it to him.
This is just the scene from the Two Towers where they're like, I can't let you before Théoden King so armed. And then
And
they're just
it's-
pulling out all of the weapons.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah.
It's just going to say, do whatever you feel, kid. Remember Ephesus. And then I'm going to shut the book.
All right,
And then I'm
as
going to continue to... I'm going to keep
you're
my
writing
displacement
it
cloak on. And,
to him,
yeah, I'm writing it in that book that sends a message to Tægen's book.
mhm,
I'm just going to go, do whatever you feel, kid. Remember Ephesus. And shut the book.
okay.
So your book would probably vibrate or light up or let you know you have a message, but I was just showing it to him because that's all I had to write on.
Yeah, your Book, whenever you get a message in your head telepathically goes bing bong.
Does it go, oh?
Yeah, it does.
Little ICQ reference. Okay.
So you guys have made it out into. Let me drag Thomas in here too, because Thomas is with you as well.
Oh,
So I'm gonna leave all
we
my
have the
bladed
have the map up.
weapons. I'm gonna leave all my bladed weapons.
Okay. Are you guys emptying the bag of holding, or are you just leaving?
No,
like,
I have the bag of holding on me.
No.
No.
Okay.
I-
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have like one of my hand axes shoved under a cloak.
Ooh.
Like have it like in the folds of one of my tunic or something.
I mean,
Alright.
I have zero intention of pulling it out unless absolutely necessary.
I think
What is your sleight of hand or your dex?
can I just go ahead and just straight up say, A, that won't be necessary, and B, you shouldn't do that.
Okay, then I won't do that.
I mean, you've
Forget
got
I said anything.
yeah, you've got the bag of holding. It's got some weapons in it. All you have to
Okay.
do
Yeah,
is
we absolutely
think
need
to
them,
grab
we're
it.
good, yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I don't think that anything is going to happen here that we need to be concerned about
Okay.
from an attacking standpoint.
All right. So you guys are led into the waiting room leading into the throne room. There are elite guards posted at this door here. That's the door that you came through.
Okay.
Mhm.
This is the door right here to the throne room. There are 2 elite guards posted outside of that door as well.
Okay.
They motion for you to enter, and we're going to end with you guys outside of the doors.
I'm gonna look over as I put my paramilitary cloak over on Thomas. Did he put down his weapon?
All right, so you look at Thomas, and he is not armed. He has no weapon hanging at his side.
Okay.
As you kind of eye him and you look like kind of questioning, you see something waving out of the corner of your eye, and you look over and you see Ptyrl, and he's got his robe, and he kind of like holds up his sleeve just a little bit, and you see the end of that dagger that was given to Thomas sticking out of his sleeve. And he kind of wiggles his birdie eyebrows at you.
Jesus.
Whatever happens, happens.
All right, that's where we're going to end it.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Next session is gonna be intense. Well, we're not camping, so it won't really be intense. But hey.
Hey, it's up to Thomas, I feel like.
I mean that's all very
I feel
interesting.
like what we're gonna do is should we tell the king right now about what we think is going on with Ferris, or should we just I don't know.
I feel like that's below his pay grade.
No, the Ibicutio is a direct vizier too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean that's
Like one of his
that's an
viziers
important piece of
being traitors,
information.
Like with the Queen of Orkenray,
Yeah.
apparently working with the Queen of
Okay,
Orkenray.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But
No, I
don't know.
definitely think it's information that we should put forward. Yes. You
And
know,
like
we just
offer to go get more proof later or something if necessary. If he
Yeah.
doesn't believe us off the bat with our ring, and I feel like that should be the first thing we present before anything might pop off.
Mhm.
See how he reacts to that. Maybe
You want me to show that, Brandon?
that might even influence Thomas.
It should show on everybody's screen.
It is, but
If
I
did
meant
it right.
I meant to the screen.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was just testing it more than anything else.
Okay. That's Ibicutio, everybody.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And here is. Oh wait. Okay, I want to try something. Actually, I want to see how this does.
Okay.
So I'm going to show this.
Mhm.
Do you guys just see one picture, or do you see an entire almanac with 2 pictures? Two
See a
options
map.
available.
I see a map. Oh wait, an Ironid. Oh wait, I see Ironid. I can click on Ironid and it can come up. Yes.
Okay, so it does show you the entire thing whenever I do that. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been all
You have
over
to-
the fucking place.
You have to click have to click both of them. Like, I mean, you have to click on one of them, you know. Like, Pira map is the top one. I click it, I can see it underneath. I click Ironid number 1, and it shows me that.
Okay, so that's good to know. So I can add pages, and each page has pictures.
Yeah.
So I will just add more pictures as you guys go. If you go somewhere new, I'll add it to the almanac.
Where were we when we were on Ironid? Was it the very top right?
You guys weren't on Ironid. Ironid is the
We were on
Zahatia.
Yeah, we were on Zahatia.
Yeah, I haven't done Zahatia yet.
That's cool.
All right.
Yeah, thanks. I thought this was pretty badass.
I'll go ahead and mute you guys, and I'll go ahead and do the outro.
Don't mute me. I have so much
Goodbye,
to
everyone.
Bye.
Unless we have anything else to say.
No, that's it.
Okay.
This is cool.
Tune in next week.
Yeah, tune in next week on Dragon Ball Z. I mean, stand for the fire demon.
There was a sale on this program, so I bought it and spent a lot of time, like a stupid amount of time learning how to use it.
Nice.
Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for Terry stopping by, as well as the neighbor who I invited to come and watch. I won't give out your name, but Fortnite Master. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I'm going to try my best to remember to put these out on the social medias. So if you want to follow us, it's Dueling Ogres anywhere. You can search Dueling Ogres on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. That'll notify you when we've gone live. Same thing for Twitch. If you've got notifications on for our channel, once we go live, you should get a ping on if you have the Twitch app. So yeah, that wraps that up. If you guys are into podcasts, you can go to duelingogres.com or any podcast catcher and look up duelingogres.com or Dueling Ogres for all of your nerdy, random entertainment comedy podcast needs. And we will see you all next week. Bye.